Yourself Radio. We are here on Indie Jams with the one and only Erin Garrison Huff. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited to have you here. Royalty Studios in a building. It's the owner, y'all. Y'all don't even know. You've been seeing a bunch of events pop up in the city. They've been doing, open mic showcases, contests. They also got, I'm sure, talk all about it, their own podcast, everything. But we're not only just focused on the business. We want to know about the queen sitting right here next to me, because I know she's a mom like me and she holds it down. And overall, I just want to learn more about you. So first of all, tell us where you're from, born and raised, and how did you get into all of this?
I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
From a little small town called Cumberland, Maryland. And
Okay.
I was born in Laurel, actually, but I was raised in Cumberland. It's a small town. I got into the music business. My dad passed away when I was 10, and being so young, I didn't really know how to express myself.
Rest in power.
Thank you. I didn't really know how to express myself to adults and stuff around,
Yeah.
so I just started writing it down and putting it into songs, and I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, and she's super dope. And you just put a video out on Instagram, so I saw something. You were at, what was it, a studio in Miami or something like that?
Yeah, that was the House of Hits. It's a documentary that I worked on with Drummer Boy Fresh.
Yeah, it looked fire.
Yeah, it was. It was amazing. It was a really good time. It's gonna be coming out soon on Apple TV and on Amazon, so I'll be able to check that out soon.
So, I know you said it as at a young age you got into it to kind of express yourself, but kind of what really made you gravitate towards the music? How did you, really say man, I gotta get into this? Who was your influence? How did that happen?
Well, at a really young age of just listening, my mom used to sing, so I just loved her walking around the house listening to her. She had a jukebox in the house.
Okay.
All her oldies but goodies, playing on it all the time. So that was really the main thing. But as I got older and stuff, my husband is really the one that persuaded me to really get back into it. And he got me in the studio, and I've just been running ever since.
Shout out to the husband. Yeah. So, supportive partners are always a plus. Yeah, and then you just popped up out of nowhere with this studio because seriously, shout out to all the great studios in Orlando, but two of the great studios recently, in transition, either being sold or closing, and I stumbled on, found you, and I was like, I gotta go check it out and stuff like that. So what gave you, the motivation or say, I gotta start this studio? Tell us about Royalty Studios a little bit too.
Well, actually, you had a lot to do with that, but it was one of my sons. He's an artist as well, W.C.N. King, and he was at one of your shows. He did a couple of those, and he really got into it, and it was really his idea that he wanted to start doing some shows of his own and everything, and being that myself and 4 of my sons are all artists, we kind of thought...
What? Raising all young kings right there, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we kind of just got into just wanting to just start this and do it all, in-house, and at the same sense helping other artists.
Yeah, because at Royalty you said that people could do music videos, they could do events. Tell us all about what people can do at the studio. Yeah, market that thing.
Royalty Studios is a one-stop shop for an artist, from getting in there, getting your music recorded with the engineers and laying down the tracks, and after you record it, we give you a spot to perform it. We do music videos, we do photography, we do literally everything for the artist. Even after that, we can go as far as to getting you into major music magazines. We can get you spinning on the radio, Spotify playlisting, Spotify ads, everything. We do it all in there for the artist. And that was really, our main thing is to take an artist and have them come in there and be able to do it all in-house for everything.
Right.
We also do events. People can book us out for their own private events and shows. Yeah,
I know.
Upcoming event there as well. I can't wait.
We're having a program, guys. So look, all the artists need to tap in because we have a program for the kids. So it's a youth studio program starting in November 18th for 6 weeks from 10 a.m. to noon at Royalty Studios. So youth ages 12 to 17 for free can come and learn about how to produce, how to engineer, how to sing, songwrite, record, and we're going to help them distribute. Free! So if you want to donate, sponsor a kid, we'll give you free performance slots, free interviews, like support, because that was literally you like a few years ago, you know what I'm saying? And these kids, we need it, you know, we need an outlet. So appreciate you for opening up your house basically for us to come in, because we excited to be there. And I've never recorded there. I actually was thinking that I need to personally come and record there myself. I was gonna hit you up because it's been a little minute for me, because I'm an artist too, y'all. So yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I know, because I just put it in the back burner because I do so much stuff.
Maybe we're gonna have to do something together.
Yes, we have to.
Yeah.
So but again, you know, Royalty Studios is something that you own, that you lead. But I want to know more about you, and so. Like for the whole time that you've been doing music and everything like that, what has been like a highlight? You know, I know your resume is long. I don't even know fully everything that you've done, and I think I can learn from you. We can learn from each other. So what's been like a highlight? You know, tell us a little bit about your experience, some things that you've done, some opportunities that you've had, so we can kind of know a little bit more about that.
Well, I got involved with a lot of the right people, and then this industry, you know, that's a lot to do with it as well. It's just knowing the right people to be able to help you get into places that you can get into.
Yeah, it's about who you know.
Yeah, definitely. And I looked out there and I got to know a lot of people, and that's why I want to be able to expand that to others as well, especially young upcoming artists.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to get out there in this industry.
It is really hard.
And
It's cutthroat too, right?
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
And it's hard when we're doing the competitions to choose between them, because there's so many.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that in the second half of the interview, about competitions in general, because it's such an interesting topic. But yeah, yeah.
So it's opened up a lot of doors for me to do a lot of stuff with a lot of big name people, and it's been fun, and it's been a wild ride, and I'm still going there, still going. My biggest high point now is being able to do the same for my sons.
Right.
You know, help get them out there and known as well. My son W.C. and King does a lot of the same.
He does,
that
and
I'm doing, so.
and honestly, I want to say, like, just his you know, his appearance. He always comes out in a suit.
Always.
Every time the man steps into an event, he's with a suit. You know.
Actually, that's everyday period.
And it's like it stands out. You know, it's very professional. I'm like, that's different. So did you teach him to do that, or like he was just his own thing?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've swolled his head up a lot.
Yeah.
You know, he's a really a pretty boy, and
Okay.
so he's always, you know, I've always been liking to dress up a lot. He gets that from me.
Yeah, you do. You always
I
fly
do that
posting
all the
and stuff.
time.
I'm like, okay, outfit of the day.
But the suit thing, you know, he dresses for success.
Yeah, I like that.
He feels it. He does it every day. He has so many suits, and he just steps out in them every day, and he feels confident. So.
Yeah. So, you know, working with all these artists, doing all these things, like, how has it affected you? Like, is it a lot on you? Like, tell us a little bit about some of the pros and cons, you know, now that you've opened Royalty Studios. But I know you're busy. I know you takes a lot of your time. You said you were at the event till what time last night?
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning. What was the event that you were doing last night?
It's a contest for Project Young, and he's doing a show at Royalty November 18th, and we were doing a contest for people to open for him. So.
Okay. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that, because I understand, because I'm an artist, but again, you see how you didn't know, because we're sitting here running all these businesses, so a lot of times we get pushed to the back burner. So how has it been, like, since you've opened? Like, tell us some of the pros and some of the cons, because there are some creatives that are listening that might do, you know, poetry, music, rap, whatever, and they might want to start a business as well. So how has it been for you?
Well, you know, it makes you feel good to help people. You know, obviously, giving them a place to perform, and you know, they're loving it. It gives them a lot of promotional material to get out there as well, and that's a pro of it all, because you know, you're helping people.
Right.
A con is, man, it takes a lot of time.
Facts. I think some of us in this room can relate. We spend all of our time, you know, here type thing. We don't have a lot of time.
Constantly busy with doing one thing or another.
Yeah.
And then not really having a lot of time for myself.
Right.
So.
And then we can learn from Sydney earlier, talking about the time management. Yeah, definitely. So we have a song, one of your tracks that we're going to listen to, I believe it's called Underwater, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the motivation for that.
Well, I'm an R&B artist.
Okay.
Is what I am. However, when we throw these shows, it's a lot of rappers. and
Rappers.
stuff. So
Yeah, I know.
I did some rap songs and stuff to kind of
Okay.
fit in when I perform with them. Did not really change the mood too much. So this one is actually me singing and rapping at the same time, and it's
Okay.
getting ready to be released soon. So
Okay. All right, let's get into it. We about to get into the first track, y'all, by Aaron Garrison Huff. You already know Free Yourself Radio, Indie Jams. Let's go. It's called Underwater. All right, Free Yourself Radio. We back. So we just vibed out to that track, super dope. Tell us again a little bit about, like the track. Like I know that you said it's R&B. What are some of your goals for that track? Like, tell us a little bit more about that.
like I said, I like to mix it up. I like to mix it up, a little bit of rap and a little bit of R&B at the same time, just so I can kind of mix in with the crowd a little bit. The song, the beat was called Underwater, so
Okay.
I just ran with it
Yeah.
and wrote the song Underwater as well.
Okay.
That's usually what I do. So that's where the name and everything came from. But I like it. It's really nice. It's me, and it gets to show off my singing at
Okay.
the same time as everything else. So
Right.
it should be out soon.
Okay, right. And I know you have visuals and all that stuff, and you're super dope with that. I know you said that you do music videos, and you guys are opening up Royalty Studios for music videos for artists. Are you planning on doing any music videos for yourself at Royalty soon, or anything up and coming for you?
I'm trying.
For Aaron
but you know
Garrison
what?
Huff.
It's just I'm so busy with everybody else.
All right, y'all. We're gonna block out the date. We're gonna block out just one day she has for her. Okay, she's gonna record a track. She's gonna, like perform it, record a video, everything, all one-stop shop for you. Everybody gotta know that. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Okay.
All right.
Now you put me on the spot.
You got to,
so.
because honestly, the same thing for me. We're similar in some ways because obviously, you have like 4 sons, right? I got 1 girl, but I'm a mom too. I run this, too and stuff. And like, sometimes you just gotta stop and be like, no. Like today, I'm gonna record something for me, for Simba, or for Aaron. Like, so it's just so important because we get lost in like a lot of times we put ourselves in the back burner. Like someone told me the other day, they're like, I don't even know. They're like, why don't you promote your own music? I'm like, because I'm too busy promoting Free Yourself, Exodus, and everything else. But it just tells a lot about our character because I don't know about you, but I feel like we're type of people that probably put others first type thing.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah, so definitely. But I do want to talk to you about the competitions because it's so interesting because we're both doing that. And it's been interesting ride for me. Been pros and cons with that. But so tell us a little bit about your competitions because some artists that are listening might want to get involved. So tell us a little bit about. It's called Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah, the Royal.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about them. How often are you doing them? Like, what is it for?
Well, it started out once a month. It caught on really fast, like way quicker than I thought it would. So now we're doing 2 a month. What we do is we pick 25 artists to perform,
Okay.
showcase their talents, and the winner at the end, we pick the winner, the best performance. They get a trophy, a $50 cash prize. We give them a podcast interview.
Okay.
We put them on a hotspot that they do their most fire song, and they get 2 hours free studio time as well.
Fire.
So
Okay.
you get a lot.
Yeah, you
Just
definitely
off
get
of
a
it.
lot.
And we deal with a lot of college kids
Yeah.
that don't
Like
really.
Full Sail and things like
Yeah,
that.
definitely Full Sail, a lot of
Yeah.
Full Sail, and that's where King goes as well.
Exactly.
He does
So he
music
has that
business.
whole network. Yeah.
So we deal with a lot of them and know they're going through having to pay their way through college and stuff. So we only make the Rumbles $10 to enter,
Okay.
so they don't have to really come out
Yeah,
pocket
yeah,
a lot.
yeah. That's
and,
dope.
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
just trying to.
I like that though. Affordable for for the whole, and it's dope because you guys have more leverage too, considering you guys, it's like you own the studio and things like that. You don't have so much overhead.
Gotcha.
Whereas like I know like for us, we gotta like take this and this and this. So I think that's super dope. But yeah, everybody tap in because everybody that wants to get more opportunities. Open mics sometimes, in my opinion, it's like they get redundant.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel that way. Okay, I'm gonna just put it like this. It's like we all perform for each other, just at a different venue, like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like seriously. And it's like, I get it because then there's new under the sun. Everybody's trying to do something, and that's dope. But I just feel like, you know, we have to, that's kind of what inspired me to do the competitions, because I was like, well, I kind of want to put money in artists' hands, because at the end of the day, like, we all, like, let's be real, like, we all need funding to do anything, you know, to pay for studio time, pay for videography, pay for a beat. So let's make it, like, worth something. So not only are they performing, but they're actually, like, getting a chance to compete for something. So I think that's dope that you guys are doing that as well. And I really feel like all of us that are doing similar things in the city should empower one another and support one another, because we all do different things and that are similar, you know, similar goals. So that's super dope. So I know you said, like, all 4 of your sons are artists, right? How has it been as a mom? First of all, because you're always looking fly. The woman here is always posting the fly outfits. She runs the studio. She's a mom of 4, right? 4. Okay, I'm a mom of 1. My daughter's birthday was yesterday. How do you manage, like, how do you deal with all that? Like, family time and, you know, your husband and the kids. Like, how do you manage all that? And you always look good. Like, she got the red shades yesterday, right, with the red outfit. I pay attention.
Wow,
like, okay.
Yeah, I'm a shopaholic. What can I say? It's ridiculous, but that's my thing. I do.
That's your therapy.
So that's my
retail
thing.
therapy.
As far as my sons, and we've moved a lot. Throughout this time, you know, we've moved a lot. We lived in Vegas and
Vegas.
Yeah, and then in Virginia. I mean, we've moved so much that, you know, we were all just such a really tight family, because it's always been just us.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't really around any of our family, my husband's or mine, even though I have a huge family. I'm the youngest of 8 kids.
What?
So we've always been really tight. I mean, we're like really tight.
Yeah.
We do a lot together.
That's awesome. Family is so important, y'all.
Yeah, definitely. So we're all we help each other out a lot. We're each other's biggest supporters, and you know, it's like we're like this. And that's why we all do this studio stuff together.
Okay.
They all play a part, their own part in it.
Yeah.
And, you know, we work together as well, so we do get our...
Yeah, I think I was messaging, sending out, you know, some messages the other day to one of your sons. He's like, I'm an owner or something. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's dope. Yeah. I love that, you know, because, like, family, a lot of times, especially with artistry, because a lot of parents do not support the music thing with kids.
Yeah, I know.
Because they just feel like, like, that's not going to get you money, that's a distraction, there's a lot of negative things involved in it, and a lot of parents do not support. So the fact that you do that with your sons and all that, I think that's really dope, and that's rare, okay? So y'all support, you know, family-owned businesses, because that's really dope. I love that.
And they're all fire. My one is Who is ODE, and then there is the real Ace Boom, and then K Murder, and of course WC and King.
Yeah, follow all of them. You know, those are all her sons. They're all MCs, right?
Yeah,
all talented.
Their music is just all fire. And, you know, you can't help but to support them when they got it.
Word. Okay. So I know we have another track coming up. And Big Boss. Yeah?
Big Boss.
Big Boss Team.
It was released Friday.
Okay.
So make sure y'all go check it out.
By the way, I forgot to ask you, what is your nationality? Like, what's your background? You know? Tell us about it.
All the time. You know,
yeah, where are you from?
Raised up my whole life just thinking that I was, had Indian in me. You know, like a lot of black girls do that have long hair. So I've always assumed that until I took the DNA test.
Got her. Ancestry?
No, ancestry. No Indian in me whatsoever.
No.
But I do have Spaniard, European, and Irish.
Fire.
So that was new to me.
Super dope. Yeah, beautiful jeans. Okay, so we're going to get into Big Boss. So tell us again a little bit about that track.
Oh, Big Boss is fun to make. I heard the beat, and the beat was sent to me, and I was like, oh, this is fun, and it just started coming right to me off the top of my head, and I write a song in like 15 minutes, and I got done this, and I was loving it.
Quick.
So,
Okay, so we're about to get into it, and before we do, tell us a little bit again about just shout out the next upcoming event at Royalty Studios, and anybody you want to shout out before we get into that last track.
All right, well, the upcoming event at Royalty is going to be the Royal Rumble on November 3rd
All right.
at 8 p.m. So make sure you guys come through to, if not to be an artist, to at least support them and show support to them.
Facts.
As far as my shout outs, I always want to shout out my husband, Stephen. He likes to stay in the background. He
Yes.
says he does not entertain.
Hardworking.
Of course, who is ODE, Ace Boom, WCN King, and
Yeah.
K Murder, my 4 sons. Always there.
Yeah, Royalty Studios in the building. The owner, Erin Garrison Huff. She's talented. She's a mother. She's a queen. Follow her. Stop playing with her. Serious. Let's run the track. Let's go. All right, Free Yourself Radio. Again, that was Erin Garrison Huff. She is dope. Follow her. Follow all her sons. And follow Royalty Studio. Make sure you pop out next Friday, right? It's the Royal Rumble. And you already know. So it's been dope. Appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you.